We dreamed of this when I was young, when we were watching the Grand Prix, and this is way, way beyond our dreams. And I think it's so important for kids out there to hopefully see this and know that don't listen to anybody that tells you you can't achieve something. Dream the impossible and speak it into existence, and you got to work for it, you got to chase it, and you got to never give up and never doubt yourself.
All I can do is try and focus on, inwards, and try to focus on being the best that I can be. What is my potential? How can I be more positive? How can I have more energy? How can I be healthy? How can I be a better person to be around, a better person to work with? But when it comes to driving, it's given me so much confidence. I get in the car, put this helmet on, and I'm able to be whoever I want to be. I can be Superman under that helmet if I want to be, I think it's naturally, there's more to learn when you have failures. That's really where the biggest growth comes from. There's not been a single race that's been perfect. There's been times where it's been really close. And it's a great feeling when you feel close, but you're like, it's still not there. So I've got more work to do.
Life is a struggle, and I think there's always an opportunity and potential for failure. And I feel like we limit ourselves as human beings. I feel like we've got to be taking risks. Don't fear embarrassment. Don't fear any hardships. If you don't try, if you don't fail, you'll never know what your limits are, right? You'll be limiting yourself most of the time. Believing in yourself, learning to love yourself, and just not giving up. That's just never giving up. So I think that's really, believing in myself is really what's enabled me to do what I do on track. And then standing up for what I believe in and just going with your heart.
My name is Cash. I'm 12 years old. I'm excited to be in the Formula 4 Young Driver Development Program because it's going to challenge me to test my abilities, and I just like winning. My name is Roman, and I'm 12 years old. I'm excited to learn in the Formula 4 Development Program how you take the turns, how I get my time down, how I can get to speed faster, how I can hit my brake pressure that is needed, and how I can win.
This is our Formula Development Group, and actually next year, this is going to be a full-on sanctioned group called Full Formula Junior. That's going to be part of the Formula family.
As early as their teens, early teens, kids are getting behind the wheel of real race cars.
My main role in racing is to pick and cultivate the next generation of Formula 1 and IndyCar drivers. So ideally, I'll start the kids at ages 12, 13, 14's even a little late. Well, it takes years to be a race car driver. So if you don't start at 13, 14, you're not going to be ready by the time you're 20, 21.
Yeah, this might take us a little bit to get you out of here with the clutch, but that's perfectly fine. Yep. There's all these things, like your dad and I are dads, right?
Yeah.
So we were kids, and our dads had to teach us stuff. So it's good that your dad brought you here. He first, didn't have the car, but I know how to teach you as fast as possible, right? This isn't like riding a bike.
Yeah.
So, turn the car off. Turn the car off. That's fine. So we can start the car in first gear. You just have to, if you're going to start it in first gear, you have to have the clutch all the way down when you go to start the car.
Like when I...
No, when you actually go to hit the green button, you better have the clutch on, because as soon as the car starts, it's going to try to go away. But you don't want that because you don't have any throttle on. So get the car started, stop for a second, bring the revs up, but it can be less rev, it can be less engine noise.
So should I turn it on now?
Not with me sitting on it.
No.
Oh, almost. Again, you're too fast with the clutch.
Closer though.
You know, it's like teaching a kid to ride a bike. You got to let them go. And that's a tough moment when you let them go, but I don't mind letting them go here because I know inherently they're very safe.
interested in Formula One when we went to the Austin Grand Prix in 2022. What I loved about the race was that the cars went so fast on the turns and stuff, and then like seeing the cars wipe out and stuff, that was cool too. I love about racing is like that you're able to take the turns very fast, and it's all around a really fun sport.
All right, Cash, how was your first lap?
Fun.
Yeah?
Very, very fast. I like when I went,
Very cool, very cool.
So very good doing your first start with the clutch. So the last time you drove, you're the one who, you remember the throttle trace? That you were going to throttle way too early? You brake and then throttle right away. That's slow. Do you want to be fast?
Yeah.
So what do you need to do with your throttle?
Get off it and then hold it out.
Well, the issue isn't don't get off it. The issue is don't get on it.
Oh yeah.
You got to wait. You have to be disciplined because that corner, this corner coming on the back straightaway, by picking up the throttle early, how much time did you lose?
You said 2 seconds?
2 seconds. That's a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's like, I've explained don't do it, and then you went right back out and did it. So be strong enough now when you're told to do something. So that's why I'm using the 2 seconds as a reference, because it's so hard to gain 2 seconds. It's hard to gain 0.2 of a second, let alone 2 seconds. So don't do it to yourself to lose all that time.
I try not to think about 130 miles an hour. I was a registered nurse. I worked in ICU, ER, OR. I did anesthesia. I've done it all. I've seen it all. And I try not to think about that because I need to be as supportive to them so they can follow their dream and their passion. So I just make sure I protect them as much as possible with the best gear and the best helmet that we can get.
Boom, boom. My brother just spun. So let's go take a look. He went way off.
After you've gone off, if you got there, somebody else could end up where you are. You want to go the way?
I mean, when they were in martial arts, I kind of look at it as they could get kicked in the head and knocked out. And, you know, they were 7, 8, 9, 10 years old.
and now they're racing cars. They actually have a full system. They have helmets, they have neck protection. So they're actually safer, I think, in the car than they actually were fighting in martial arts with a little foam helmet.
Podium and see the enjoyment that a young person gets from getting the most out of themselves. It's so much fun.
Huge comeback. Who's the quickest person here?
Probably Ward or Oliver.
No,
or you.
Today. Who's the quickest person right now?
Probably me.
Put your hand up. Your last lap was a 66.1.
A 66.1, let's go!
Let's go! Very
now,
good.
what are we not going to do when we first get out there? Well, we're not going to push it yet, right?
His last lap was his fastest lap because he was around for his last lap.
I felt like I was losing on that last lap. I'm like, okay, I need a full PS5.
You did fabulous.
No,
you know,
good.
the only way that happened,
I felt like I was feeling
it happened for two things. One, you're around for your last lap. And two, you were committed to doing what you were asked to do. Okay? Do you want to do better?
Yes, please.
What do you think the path is to do better?
Listen to you.
Get to your notes.
I'd like to do a test in a GP4 car, and then maybe race some Formula 3, and then Formula 2, and hopefully make it to Formula 1.
I'm faster. Faster.
Cash is the faster one out of both of us.
I win like everything. Red, you can't go wrong with red.
Can't go wrong with green, It's definitely a cooler looking suit than his.
Ferrari once said, ask the child to paint a car, and he'll paint it red. Red.
Oh, there's a pro move. A pro move, a bang. I think we call that the, who's that guy in Formula 1 who does that? Somebody knows who that is. Lando, thank you. Thank you, Lando.
I'm Bridget. I do all the data for the boys, so I pretty much, every time they come in from a session, I download it from the car, and then we go through their brake and throttle traces, their engine speed, and I pretty much pinpoint every single second in the lap time where they can improve. So in turn 1, they want to make sure they don't brake, stuff like that, and we go over some of the videos and make sure their racing line is good, and make sure they're keeping it steady and following the right pace. They're really open to learn, and they always listen, they always take notes. It's really awesome working with them because they're so open-minded, and they'll really try anything that you ask for, and I love to see them improve. It's awesome.
It's really cool. It's really fun to just actually like have a dive into this and actually have the kids that come in. And yes, they're new, but straight up, honestly, they work harder than most grown-ass adults.
Today's a special day, so does anybody want to say anything?
It's Father's Day.
Yeah! Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Sorry we're not doing stuff with you.
Bro, the amount of times I over-ordered you at that was actually...
So I try to lock you down on the outside to get a bad exit over time.
You did it the one time, and then I was like, screw it, I'm passing him here.
I learned that from Cardi.
Yeah. Were you guys having a fun battle, or what? Huh? Oh, it was actually epic. And then you passed me back at 13. And then you passed me. Oh no! Then I got you at 12. You passed me back at 13. Oh yeah. Yeah, good toe. You're like, oh. Wait, Jake. That was our last session. I wasn't sure if you wanted to give that time, lap in, or you want to battle. I was like, I'm just gonna battle them because it's our last session.
Yeah.
You guys have time for a quick interview?
Sure.
Do you want to tell us about the last session?
Alright.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Alright. Last session went well. I did pretty good. Yeah, I was 6/10 up and I messed it all up. But yeah, I have these. And fun battle with Parker.
Awesome.
1 second, let me just put
Okay, man.
Yeah, what happened? It always falls out. We're gonna go straight to the airport. We'll get back at midnight. Last session was good. Me and my teammate Jake were battling like a lot. It was heavy battle. Super fun though. Very good battle. Good racecraft. Learned some good stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
No, bro, we went side by side. Helmet cam. We went side by side with the S's. No, how did that go? I came out on top. Who backed out? Jake. Oh no, Jake.